For those of you joining us, we're going to do a quick little recap. This group here has been playing for 2 previous sessions. What happened was they were all called to, they're on the continent, not the continent, but the island of Pladius. And they were all summoned to, in one way, shape, or form, to the town of Merizian, where they were recruited by the DragonTail guild, adventuring guild, to go and check out Esterwind, because there was some serious issues going on there. Basically, it was an emergency call to arms that drew them. The adventuring guild was actually empty, save for Jerry's character, who had just shown up himself after having a little holiday. And basically what had happened was the town was, for all intents and purposes, or the town was evacuated because of some sort of monstrous attack. They weren't sure exactly what was going on. But it had been evacuated, so they went to check out the town, and they ran into, on their way, they ran into some gnolls in the forest, in the glaring forest, which they were dispatched with, but then the pile of corpses disappeared during the night, having not been burned or buried. They ran into a random cabin in the woods on their way that was a couple miles outside of town. The reason that is important to note is because they found inside, not only did they encounter a shadow randomly outside the house, but they also found a zombie that was chained up inside, and that becomes more important once they found some more information later on, having arrived at Esterwind, finding yet more shadows. I think a half-dozen shadows and a half-dozen zombies. After some important investigation work, a bunch of role-playing and finding random messages, putting some 2 and 2 together, they came to the conclusion that there was some sort of rogue shadow or a shadow that was, basically ran into this town or was sent to this town. Something caused a shadow to be in this town and dispatched about a half-dozen villagers. A shadow, when it kills its prey, the shadow of the victim is animated, but nothing happens to the body. So it was the shadow animated into yet another shadow, and for whatever reason, again, that's not fully hasn't fully been realized how this has happened yet, but the bodies of the victims also reanimated as zombies. So basically they got 2 undead foe per victim. 1 shadow, 1 zombie per fallen villager. They dispatched the shadows, dispatched the zombies. Again, they did an investigation work to kind of figure out what was, the basics of what was going on. And they also, through their detective work, found a set of powerfully corrupt magical footprints. Which is a scary thought, that a detect magic spell is able to feel or sense the radiating leftover magical presence from a set of footprints from someone that had passed through the town. Not knowing any more details, I mean, it was just presumed this person had passed through town, and then the shadows and zombies occurred afterwards. They don't know who or what caused these footprints, but they are tracking the footprints to get more information. The footprints separated from the crowd of footprints from the villagers. They had both left town in the same direction from when the town was evacuated at different times. Again, it seems that the passer through her, as it were, headed north out of town. And then shortly after the village was evacuated, eventually they separate. The footprints start to go, continue north towards the River of Corn, and the villager footprints started to take a sharp westward turn. Looks like they're going to be following the road and going down towards Greenshore. The party decided to send a messenger in the form of a raven would speak with the animal spell to Greenshore to let the evacuated village know that they have cleansed the village. It is safe to return, but they are following the footprints up towards the River of Corn to further investigate this powerful and evil set of footprints. On their way, they encountered yet another set of gnolls, which they did notice that when they fell some of these gnolls, they turned around and stood right back up and started attacking. as then zombie gnolls. Excuse me. Also, after having dispatched all the gnoll/zombie gnolls, they heard a howl in the distance. A booming howl. A wolf-like howl. And when they looked, they saw the largest werewolf they've ever heard of or seen before, if they've ever seen a werewolf. Or ever heard of a werewolf. But it is by D&D terms, a huge size werewolf. It is approximately 15, more like 20 feet tall. They see it up over the cliff face. The map that you see off there is not quite to scale. I just wanted to have all the characters on the map. They're actually still in a tree line. But the giant werewolf is up on top of about a 20-foot cliff.
Are we killing it? I could probably hit it from here.
By all means.
I just want to make sure this is a group decision.
We certainly can't leave an evil creature like that.
It is in were form, yeah.
Well, let's give it a moment and see if it starts charging us, and the moment it does...
Maybe we could talk it out.
Yeah, where we left off was it howled, and then it was, you know, again, it's... I think I said it was about 100-ish feet off from where you were, but it was staring directly in your direction.
Okay.
Glowing red beady eyes.
So minor illusion allows me to create like a sound. It says it's like a screaming, but could I like shout a message at it? Like, can we be friends?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Okay,
let's talk it out, buddy.
Wanna be buddies? Minor illusion. Shout that out to him. It's as loud as a scream, so he should be able to hear it.
Yeah.
Huh?
And then he notices us.
Fingers
at it at this point.
You see this large fang-ridden smile cross its face as like this viscous drool comes out of its mouth.
I hope that's a yes.
Sure.
I don't think that's a yes.
Should I blast it? I'm gonna blast it. I'm gonna blast it.
You have that spell for dealing with shapeshifters, right?
Hiya! I missed!
Sure. I'll just hang back and watch. See how far this thing comes.
So you like drop to the knee and you go for your eyeball Eldritch blast, and it goes flying by it.
Well, I got an 11, so I don't know that's a miss. But
it's a warning shot.
Yeah, that would be a miss, yes.
Yeah, so definitely I dug out from behind the tree and my eye blast goes past it. And I like his idea, so after the eye blast goes past it, that's a warning shot!
The next one will be so
and then hide behind the tree again. You guys will tell me if it's charging, right?
I'm sure you'll figure it out very quickly.
Okay.
The ground tends to move with it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, after the warning shot flies by it, it makes a very slow but purposeful move towards the very edge of the cliff. It kind of like hunches over and kind of like leans down a little bit and starts like just not blinking, just staring in your direction. Lunchtime.
I'm not hungry yet.
Why not?
I got to eat.
Well, that settles it. He came for food. Does anybody
want to
have a
put
sandwich?
you all into initiative for further decisions?
Ring-a-ding-a-ding-a-dook. Oh, you turned the sound off.
Yeah, I have the sound off.
Dang it. How much strange sound effects without no context?
It's just rather dark out, isn't it? Oh, I thought it was like, definitely like late, mid to late evening when we encountered the gnolls.
Well, we weren't fighting in the dark. Remember that. That was the first fight.
Was in the dark.
Yeah.
I think it is late afternoon, if I recall. Like, it is later in the day, but like it's not dusk.
Okay.
You had been traveling for a chunk of the day, but the sun hasn't started to set yet.
Use the shadow of the cliff to tell what time it is.
Hold on. Tell what the weather's gonna be.
Looks nice.
Hey, Druid, this is the weather. Sunny! Cool, thanks!
Judging from the position of the sun, the position of the party, and the attitude of the monster, I would say that it is go time.
So you are up first, Mr. Druid.
How far away?
Jorell. About 100 feet currently.
About 100 feet?
About 100 feet.
Specific.
Specifically 100 feet.
Specifically 100 feet. Okay.
99.8 feet.
Little rub on the ring on my finger and
Inches.
just
99, well, no, 99.8 feet.
pop a moonbeam. Right where you're standing.
99 feet. Whatever 0.8 of a foot in inches is. Mom,
No, I want to hear more of this 99.8 feet.
Well, you know, it's Jerry. He's getting me stuck in this loop. So you said moonbeam?
Yep. Just
Popping it. Moonbeam right in the middle of him.
right in the middle of him. Well,
Volume.
head area. We'll just
Right in the middle of his 3x3 square. X marks the spot. Really gotta get a little picture of him for that. Boom. Okay, it drops on him, and to your surprise and everyone's dismay, apparently nothing seems to happen.
But nothing would happen till the beginning of his turn anyway.
Well, there you go. So nothing seems to happen.
We're not dismayed yet.
yes. No dismay and courage.
Should affect him in a second.
Wait for it.
Is there anything else you would like to do during your turn, sir?
Well, I don't know specifically where I am. I was kind of at the back of everybody last time, so I
Yeah.
assume I'm behind everybody this time. So I'll just hang out behind everybody.
That looks much better. Other than me out in open wing somewhere.
Throw the bear up front.
Yep.
Two of their tanks on the other side. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Put the fireballs at it.
Alright, so that will complete your turn. Which brings
Bear runs
us to...
away.
And I'm gone. I'm done. Screw it, I'm leaving!
There's a dog person. I'm allergic.
Which brings us to Mizr.
I'll take one step kind of corner up toward and go into a defensive pose and hold my action from there to see if he charges me.
Okay.
Good night.
Yep. Kind of think a defensive pose in front of everybody saying, me first, I guess.
Taking the dodge action.
Yes.
Ascot Somerstone.
Try this again.
Maybe this might not be a warning shot.
Oh, still a warning shot.
This one's fight back.
See?
It starts
If those
bad
hit
again.
you, that would have really sucked.
See,
You feel the warmth of those, right? Imagine how much that's gonna hurt.
I blast him again. I don't understand it, guys. He's just too big.
Fire a warning shot across her nose. I said across her nose, not up.
I would settle for up the nose at this point.
I know, right?
I can shoot a leaf off a willow tree at 300 yards.
Stormmane.
I can't hit the broadside for hard.
I'm going
Aim
to
too small.
hold my action until after it goes.
Okay. It's turn. Moonbeam doesn't seem to do anything.
Not even take damage?
The werewolf seems to flicker and blink and disappear and then reappear just 10 feet in front of...
What? What kind of crazy teleporting werewolf is this?
But it doesn't take, like, any damage either? No radiant damage? Okay.
Loves it.
Nothing.
Look how afraid of it is. See how it turned away.
Yeah, it's approximately 10 feet away from you and just...
I'll do my best.
And you're not used to
bear
things
flare up.
standing over you, especially a wolf.
I'll do my best, intimidation to match it at what I can, but
You
obviously
haven't seen a werewolf,
ridiculous.
but they're commonly spoken about in the Feywild.
Not used to
Oh,
this.
oh, it's immune to magic.
So,
Maybe that's why your shots keep missing.
Yeah, that's gotta be it.
Yeah, so you've heard about werewolf, and usually from what you hear, they're a large-ish creature, but like you should still tower over.
Somebody underestimated what werewolves really are. I'll have to correct them when I get back.
Those dummies.
Yeah.
Neriah, right?
Yeah.
Nailed it.
We're gamers. We don't
Really
have paper.
accessible.
Scrap paper.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to magic missile. We'll try that.
I hate to be that guy.
This.
Wasn't Gary holding till after it went?
Yes, he was.
He
yeah.
was. Okay.
So, I'm a little more experienced adventurer. I see the moonbeam doesn't seem to affect it. It flickers and reappears somewhere else. It's being all showy, but not really as aggressive. I'm thinking this is an illusion intended to scare us off. I'm gonna try to look around to see if I can find an illusionist or somebody else that may be actually casting this.
It's interesting because that's actually what I was gonna walk up to it and be like, poke it with my stick.
Yes, but the downside to that is if it's not an illusion,
Mark scan. I'm good.
I only got an 8 on a perception.
You do not notice any other people around.
Are you making this known to the group that you're looking for something?
No, I wasn't. Because I don't want you guys going, oh, okay, it's an illusion.
And then just
I'm
like
dropping
putting
your
our guard
guard.
down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So now it is Neriah's turn.
Okay, so I will not metagame, and I will go ahead with my magic missile. Am I rolling? Can I roll damage for that first? Roll hit?
You don't have to
No.
roll. Yeah, it
Just
automatically
auto
hits.
hit.
So yeah.
Okay.
About the best way to ever decide if something's an illusion is to shoot a magic missile at it. Like I can't miss.
Right?
Look at all that delicious damage that you would have done to it.
I know, right? Okay, that's 10. Do I
No.
No.
No,
So
we do-
10
we do-
Yeah,
damage.
1d4 plus 1 times, or 3 times. Yeah.
Yeah.
3d4.
6 damage. 10 damage.
10
I can math.
You see your magic missile. They fly at the werewolf.
Does it have like weird little like boom?
Yeah, it has like a little. Well, no, more just like disappears through it. Just kind of like almost as if it was just passing through.
Do we see it
like a
pass
projector light? You know what I mean? Yeah, you see it just go right through. It doesn't seem to have any effect on the werewolf in any way, shape, or form. Just goes right through it, like it's a hologram almost.
Well, then my first thought would be to, well, ladies and gentlemen, this isn't real.
Oh no, our attacks can't damage it!
Everyone may make a.
Perception.
What is it? Wisdom?
Oh, jeez.
Well,
Make a wisdom save.
save.
Ah, god damn it.
16.
16.
6!
26.
Boom.
For the 4 of you, all of a sudden this thing just ripples out of existence, and you're just like, it's completely immune to magic.
Can't hurt it with spells!
Quick, charge it with a sword or some shit. So, you still see it. It is scary. It is quite intimidating.
And you notice the rest of us have stopped even looking at it at all. We're just,
Why don't any of you care?
This is the single scariest thing I've ever seen. Poor ascot.
Good thing I can use prestidigitation to clean my clothes.
Yeah, so what's gonna eventually happen, like, because you're gonna be just sitting there, you're gonna believe that it's real until eventually it charges straight through Mizr, comes over and slashes at you, so you have that moment of like, psss, and then the claw goes like right through your body, and you're like, oh, you son of a bitch.
Oh.
And then for you too, it disappears.
You know, I can sort of do that, so I should have known.
I can make a little version of it.
Knew it all.
That one was scary.
Yes, I too would like to glance around for this individual.
I'll make a perception check.
I stand up on my 2 feet and start sniffing
Nope.
around trying to find.
I'm
as well.
distracted by the smell.
No.
See if I can smell anything or. Yeah. That would be
cast guidance and use that.
That'd
to
be a
look around
save as well.
I'm pretty sure I didn't soil myself, but I'm going to use prestidigitation just in case I did.
Yeah, you can't be too safe.
Cleaning,
So
cleaning,
that's
cleaning.
24.
You do not see anybody kicking around.
Are we out of a niche at this point?
Yeah, you're not in initiative
I'm
yet.
gonna charge up and see if I can get up to where the werewolf originally was. Because maybe I can scare somebody out of whatever trees or whatever else if I go around.
You can make an athletics check to try to scale this cliffside.
Time to try to find somebody. Hey, look at that. Athletics. I'm good at that.
Or to keep you around.
23.
Yeah, I mean, you're half as tall as the damn thing to begin with.
He doesn't skip like that.
And then I start looking around up there.
Okay. Make another perception check while you're up there.
Hey, it's a little bit better. 15.
You do not see anybody up here either.
Okay.
Anything?
I yell back, no! As I'm sniffing around.
Well, this is the way we're going anyway, right?
Can I make an Arcana just knowledge check? It's gonna be an 8. I know it was an illusion spell.
Yeah, magic was used.
Roll on the wood.
Maybe it was a board.
Magic may have been used.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, I assume at least with the general knowledge that I've been around magic long enough that it was some kind of an illusion spell. I was trying to gauge if I could figure out how high of a level it was. So I could be like, oh, we're dealing with someone who is this far away when they cast it.
We're dealing with someone who is an appropriate challenge for 5 4th level adventurers.
You hope.
Yeah.
It's just some kid with one really powerful spell.
I'm not sad that turned out to be an illusion.
Maybe it's one of the rocks.
Maybe one of the rocks is a mimic. Illusionist mimic.
Well, I'll just
Maybe.
I'll just continually moseying north then.
That's one of those situations where you wonder if after you say that, the GM goes,
It could be.
I like that.
Like the dungeon that's really just one big giant mimic and everything inside of it's also.
That'd be a really fun dungeon.
Ed's comment made me glad that I didn't mention the idea of an earth elemental illusionist.
Wow. Well, nothing to see here. I guess we should just leave.
Yeah, but like I said, I just continue moseying north. I assume Bear Friend has the high ground, so he's.
Do we have to climb up that ridge?
Don't underestimate my power.
Don't have to. No, eventually it levels its the two levels level out together. You guys are gonna be slowly going up a slope. He's gonna be slowly coming down a slope, and eventually you'll be on the same height plane there as you head north together. So it's up to you whether you want to join him or he joins you, or you guys just walk on different planes there for a little bit.
So walking separate is fine for now.
I don't need shots.
Alright, so you continue to head north for the remainder of the day. Night falls. Every now and then checking on those footprints, which you are, again, you're slowly gaining on them. They are slightly stronger, and every quarter a day you notice a slight increase in the intensity of the magical residue, as it were.
Good, we're catching up. Huh?
Hey, you don't know. Maybe this person is cursed, and they don't know what's going on around. Who knows?
Maybe they just have really evil shoes on.
They just don't know it.
They could have cursed shoes. I mean, you don't know. Every step they take spits out a shadow. Who knows?
That would be a horrible item.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if it's not their fault, then we have a duty to stop this shoe.
The battle of the shoes.
I'm just saying you have to look at every possibility.
Yeah, I'm looking at the worst possibility.
He's wearing Crocs.
Touche.
The socks on nonetheless.
Yes.
Get the socks.
He's wearing socks with sandals, but he's wearing the socks over the sandals.
Oh.
Socks with sandals. What am I, German?
So do you all make camp? Do you travel through the night?
let's.
Oh, does anyone have an idea of how far away the next town is?
Corn.
Kron?
Well, we haven't even reached the river yet, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
I have the feeling that will be something of an idea.
Do we have an idea how far away the river is? Is everything sloping down to like a valley-type rivery area?
Valley
There's a
type
big riverbed filled with corn.
area.
Wow, this is a lot more liberal than I was expecting.
Trying to remember. You're kind of in the area-ish. You've been here for a little while. Yeah, your Stormmane's gonna guess you are probably another half day from the River of Corn.
I guess we're probably another half day from the River of Corn.
As soon as they decide to make camp, I'm gonna try to get some food for myself.
Okay.
Whether it be, just going out hunting if I can find anything, foraging if I must. If there is a river or lake nearby, fishing if I can, I need food. I'm a big bear.
Hi, Big Bear. Yeah, again, the river's about the half day away, so you're not gonna be getting anything from the river.
Nope.
But there is some random game that you're able to hunt down. Definitely plenty to forage.
And I bring them back. I hope it doesn't gross anyone out, but I drop them on the fire for people, and skinned and everything. Burn off the fur.
I just gather up some sticks and produce flame.
Couldn't you just skin it? You have to burn the fur off. It's worse than wet dog smell.
Light up a camp and I just sit back and go back to what I was normally do around campfires, try to figure out what I still know. This one working.
There's a spell I used to know. It was called
Something.
Warp Reality?
No, it's just a staff that he used to know.
Maybe it was Fairy Fire. One of the two.
Right. It was either warp reality or it's fairy fire.
That's how that goes.
Nothing in between. I will decide on steak and potatoes, and I'll sit down and eat my rations after casting Prestidigitation. Yeah, I said it right.
Prestidigitation.
That's the one.
Also try to clean myself up a little more. And just trim my hair back a little more. Just like
Eventually, I'll have the Sean Connery thing going on.
yeah. What do you expect of me?
Is there any watch order?
Yeah, I'll take first watch.
We don't have anybody with low light vision or anything.
I have low light.
Yeah, he has low light. Everyone else is just a
So I'll
human.
take a second.
I have dancing lights.
So you can keep us all up. Just being annoying with the dancing lights over our heads as we're trying to sleep.
Better than what I would
Fire.
do. Daylight! I can see everything, I'm fine. Don't worry, all protected by radiant damage. Yeah, I'll start, I guess I'll start
First, second, or so you're gonna be also first?
Well, I thought we were gonna do like a stagger.
Well, I don't think you guys were gonna worry about that anymore, were you? Did you want to do the
Whatever.
stagger thing, or did you not want to?
I don't think we need to. I think that was kind of a case of like we didn't have an easy way to divide it up or whatever. So
And we didn't really know each other.
yeah.
Yeah, you guys didn't really fully trust each other yet. We've got a.
I met this person today. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave them on watch.
Okay. You.
It's okay.
all
My axe tells me I can trust you.
get through the night without any problems.
Are we all healed up?
You are all healed up.
It's a long rest.
Indeed.
And our spells are back. My one spell that I used. Yeah.
Thinking I'm gonna stick with steak. Steak and eggs. Take out some rations. Steak and eggs.
Oh, they put onions in
raccoon.
this.
Now, after you all have your breakfast, go through your morning routines, meditations, studying your spell book, whatever it is you all do during your little morning routine there, prepping for another long day of hiking and potential combat. A young figure appears before you. Hovering. It's clearly just a projection or an illusion of some sort of magical spell. Just literally hovering over the campfire. the only person that is able to recognize this individual immediately was Stormmane, as it is the guild master of the DragonTail guild master.
Orion. Orion. The bold.
It's gonna kill us all!
Another illusion! I put my stick out. Stop the bear.
Growling
So
at
poke the bear. Calm down, bear friend. Don't hurt. My magic senses aren't tinkling. Well, we're fine.
Yes, yeah, Orion, I'm sorry. Yeah. Sheep won't. My computer's being freaking fidgety. Yes, so Orion.
As long as it's not the half-blood.
Orion the Bold, master of the DragonTail guild. He appears all before you.
Ah!
Hello all, Stormmane.
Dictation again. Damn it,
I'm very grateful for everything that you all have done, especially since whether you realize it or not, or whether you respect it or not, but you are actually acting and are ambassadors for the Silver Branch of DragonTail. So thank you again. You've done very well, and thank you for taking up the slack while the rest of the guild was out dealing with other situations. I commend you all on a very excellent work, and Stormmane again, I expect nothing less from you. You've always been a model member of the guild, having ever since you have joined.
My tail starts wagging. I see much more of these.
Yeah. He's again, this, from the little bit that even you know that this individual is aged beyond what he appears. He's much older than he appears. He looks like he might be half elf, but he also appears like he's like 14. But from what you know, he's much more powerful than any 14-year-old could possibly be. He also has that very childish kind of demeanor. He's like, "Oh, what's up, Brah?" He's like, "I know not many of you, not many know this, but I'm actually the one that named them Brah." High five. All right.
For that.
Because you guys are so friendly, man. I mean, like they didn't know what to call him, Bear. So Bear, Brah. Made sense to me, man. Anyways, okay. Well, I didn't officially name them. I just started calling them Brah, and I guess it caught on. Anyways, so, little fun fact for the day for you all. You're welcome. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm here just hovering above your campfire in the middle of breakfast. So...
Yeah, it'd be good to know that.
I'm here to let you know that while you've done an excellent work so far, and I appreciate everything you've done, I gotta ask you to do a little bit more, because you're closer than any of us. And most of us are actually... I'm not even back at the guild yet. I just was sent word of what's going on. So I thought I'd just touch bases with you all. Gotta get to Kron. What happened in...
Esterwind?
Yes, thank you. What happened in Esterwind is going on in Kron right now. Like, right now. So,
And I get up and I start heading out.
So make like a tree and leave, man.
I snuff the campfire.
This guild is really bossy. But I'll get ready and go.
So like as you snuff out the fire, like his image starts to like distort a little bit, and like the smoke kind of starts coming up, up through the image of him, the illusion of him. And he's just kind of joking along like, yeah. Don't worry, guys. Like if you deal with this, it'll be worth it. I'll make sure that you're repaid. What a world! What a world! What a world! What a world! He kind of disappears. Pulls the whole yogurt thing.
Well, he sounds like a guy I can trust completely. So...
He named my race.
I'm already...
Must be a good guy.
20, 30 feet away at this
already
point. I'm not
going
engaged in
to,
this
like, I'm
conversation.
just like,
You guys are having this conversation, and you look over, and the druid and the Eldritch are already like, oh, they're already gone.
Start catching up.
They pack up my bedroll rather than leaving it behind.
Some of us have things to pack, guys.
Travel light and travel quickly. Or don't travel at all.
So you all start heading out. Again, you would guess it was about a half day's travel. Are you going to rush your pace?
Brisk pace.
Or are you going to just slow and steady wins the race? Well, not necessarily slow and steady, but you know, maintain a steady pace to just conserve strength. Or
I think the phrase "happening right now" is a sense of urgency.
Yeah, I think we should be.
Yeah.
I'm just curious as to what this person would try to say. Perhaps he's cursed.
And we're back to shoes.
We're back to shoes. No. It's two people.
You can tell from the prints they're not high heels.
So you all arrive at the River of Corn in about a quarter day of travel, since you all picked up the pace. It's a pretty big river that you now have to cross.
How fast is it moving?
The current is... It's not so strong that you're worried that, like, if you were to step in, you'd instantly get carried away. But you'd be worried that if you did lose your footing, you'd be, you know, downstream in, you know, no time. You know what I mean?
Well, the real question is, if we're on a relatively traveled road, is there no crossing area?
Not really
Not
on the road.
Oh.
No, you guys didn't follow the road.
Oh, we didn't.
Because the road goes out and around, and you guys just followed the
through the
footprints,
woods,
which went north.
Is
They
there
just- okay.
Is there a big tree that our Brah could push over? We could use as a bridge.
I have an axe.
Yes, but it would be so much more impressive.
I
idea.
do only have a 16 strength.
Not a
Kind of
fan.
bear only has a 16 strength.
That one has to use a point system.
I feel like it's like some dream I had that last time I crossed a tree trunk. There were giant centipedes and I died.
Man, I hate having dreams about other games.
No, you didn't die. I died.
Oh.
There is a tree.
And then
that
came
much
back.
try. Actually, there's a good big den.
There is not a tree big enough to cross the river. There
If
is
anybody
one
is
that would
uncomfortable, I'd be more than
cover.
happy to try to carry somebody across. I say in my full plate that I probably should be more worried.
So this is the River of Corn. So is there a lot of corn around?
There,
Blood
yes,
letters
there's
everywhere.
fields
Could we
of corn.
tie stalks of corn to each other and make a corn stalk bridge?
That's a corny
Raft.
idea.
I'm not saying you can't, but I'm also not saying it will work.
Well, I don't know any other way to cross it.
Can we see the bridge? Like, can we see it? Is it far?
No, you can't see the bridge.
No, it's just
no. It's not.
Okay.
Jump right in all crazy like at this point. I'm ready to go. We gotta get across.
All right.
There is
In my
crossing,
full
though?
plate.
I was saying that if you were to step in, the current's strong enough that you don't feel like you would get instantly swept away. But if you were to lose your footing, or trip, or fall in,
I have
it would pull you
athletics.
downstream rather quickly.
My athletics will save me.
Okay,
Yeah, I do too.
how wide is the?
You're at 20 feet.
Oh,
I'm going to use Bear Friend as like a
And I did offer.
stabilizing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take off my armor and pack it away first.
Yeah, Link,
that.
because putting those iron boots in your bag.
First piece, second piece.
I can suddenly move faster now.
So you're taking off your armor. The Brah jumped in full plate.
Yeah, when he's out gonna jump
problem,
in.
it's only 20
in
feet.
full plate. Like I'm gonna take off my armor.
I'm gonna
I
step.
love swimming.
Gonna get in behind
Make an
and
athletics check for me, sir.
16.
grab onto Bear Man.
You successfully crossed the river.
What do I roll?
Anyone that wants to try to cross is
Well, I'm
athletics.
crossing, like using him as a
Oh, you're like standing on his shoulders?
Well, more so, I was gonna like, you know,
My tail.
Oh.
yeah, use my staff in one hand and him on
Okay,
the
well,
other.
then you can roll athletics with advantage. Since you're basically using him as like
Good.
a balance.
16.
Get a 19.
Okay.
You have rope?
We're all over.
Yeah, so assuming you want to tie that off to yourself.
Yeah.
Or you wanted to give it to the Brah, and I could have brought it across.
Should,
Yeah, you know, if we'd stop and make plans, we could do things like this. I actually shout across the river.
Throw me the rope!
I doubt I could throw it that far, but thanks for worrying now.
Tie it to an
Actually, I can get it to you. Can I use Mage Hand to carry the rope across?
Yes.
Sure.
and
I'll take it in my mouth and start wrapping it around the tree. Not great, but I'll take care of it for you.
so you're gonna go across first.
And then I'll kind of brace it.
Huh? I don't care.
I will grant you guidance.
Oh, good.
Oh my god.
You have advantage and an extra D4.
You can do it, Asta.
Natural
Yes.
20. 23, 22.
22
There's
because
just
it goes
brothers
down.
along the rope. Now listen here.
I'm like, okay, I think I got this. Well, that was really easy.
I don't know what I was so worried about.
And I'm gonna give guidance to myself.
If you want to wait a second, I
Is
can make
guidance
chain rope
a
to
cantrip?
you. Since we have a rope.
Guidance is a cantrip.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So they have. So I have the rope and.
And everybody playing tug of war on one side.
That's not rare.
So yeah, 23.
Yep, you skip across the water.
Crouching tiger, hidden dragon style.
And we were so worried about crossing a
You all get across the river and you're all like, yes, awesome, excellent. Then all of a sudden a Orion pops up again. Go!
I shake next to Ed.
Can we say that while he was crossing, I cast Prestidigitation on myself to dry myself off?
Sure.
Get that quaff in my hair.
And then I shake my fur.
Damn it!
Sorry.
Start casting again.
Yeah, it does it again.
Sorry.
Armor up.
And yeah, just
Yep. Okay.
off I go.
Not very far from the river is Kron.
Does it look like smoke, screaming?
How does it look like screaming?
Does it look like, is there smoke? Is there screaming?
There is
running in all directions?
It's silent.
Uh-oh.
Oh, good.
What's happened has happened. Any bad smells on the air?
You do smell. There is the faint stench, not an overwhelming stench, but there is a faint stench of death.
It smells like death.
If you pop off your detect magic, the footprints are aglow.
Fantastic.
You enter the town.
Preferably do not scream this time.
Stick close.
I will cautiously approach them, which is something unusual to me.
Don't
It
want to
says
spread
don't
out.
scream, don't yell, and I remember the last one. I'm going a little slower this time.
Cast Mage Armor.
Quickly head to the center of town as fast as we can.
You enter the center of town. There is a dark, cloaked figure standing in the middle of town.
On the way to center of town, can I pop off a Shield of Faith? It's 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, it's 10 minutes. I'm pretty sure it's 10 minutes.
Knowing that thinking there's something here, I'll pop off my Shield of Faith as we enter the town.
I'll put bark skin on myself and approach the cloaked figure.
Hey, JR. No lead in this.
No. Yeah, it's 10 minutes.
I think that's a full.
So yes.
Huzzah.
So yes, you approach the dark cloaked figure. He
In not a loud voice, I say, excuse me, sir, are you aware that you are
Your shoes are
dispersing cursed creatures around you?
you approach it from it has its back to you, standing in the middle of town, and it looks like if you were looking, it's almost as if you're looking in a mirror at first, except a very like a mirror that makes you look dark and evil. It's like it looks like an older, hunched over man in a black cloak with like a staff. Like that's the kind of the silhouette, the appearance that you see from behind. As it turns around, it starts to pull the cloak from over its head and starts to stand up straight, and then taps the ground with a staff, and a giant scythe blade pops out of it. And all of a sudden, once he's fully turned around to you, the cloak is now more like a cape hanging on its back. It's a fully armored black and some sort of like dark, blackish tinted chrome plate mail. And you don't see a face so much as just a shadow behind the helmet with like these glowing green eyes that have like this greenish like necrotic vapor coming off of it. Okay. And is standing almost 7 feet tall. And I'll stand there and wait for a response as though
I would like to officially state I'm not next to him.
Yes, he didn't say
he goes and approaches
the man in black fled through the forest and the adventuring party followed.
I just kind of like.
Yes? No?
Hello, Jorell.
Hello yourself.
You don't remember me, do you?
Well, I don't recall ever adventuring in your neck of the woods.
It has been a long, long time.
Has it? Do you know exactly how? Because I cannot get a straight answer.
Over 3,000 years, sir. The last time you saw me, I was dying.
Okay, that...
As you can see, it didn't stick. Well,
question
in one form.
Was I the one who killed you, or were we killing you, or were you actually like someone who? This is a long list of people that fall into that category. The last time I saw you.
While the exchange is going on, I'm trying to kind of creep forward slowly to get within 10 feet of him.
Okay. So you really don't remember me. I thought maybe my complexion might be a reminder to you, but apparently not. I'm sure I did look much different in life, and you've never seen me in this form before.
So, is he friendly?
You want to make a stealth check?
Giving me a straight answer. A name. God, man. Something.
Just me. So I don't get to add dex because of my full plate at all, right?
Right.
You had disadvantage.
Yeah, you have disadvantage. Yeah.
In full plate.
Yeah, you roll. You get the crappiest roll possible.
That's more important.
But you do get to add your dex.
5, because I get to add my dex.
Hold on, is he obviously doing a shit stealth job?
Yeah.
Sneak.
He's coming across. You hear.
So,
I'm going so slow it's that obvious.
So knowing this, could I do another like minor illusion and have like a horrifying like monstrous scream off in another direction? So like
distract.
So to distract the guy, to maybe help him out a little.
Jeez.
Sure.
Sweet. So I'm gonna cast that like across the street essentially. Don't worry, guys. It's just
Clank.
Excuse me, old acquaintance. Ignore them for now, please. We didn't bring a dragon.
You said dragon? You dare mention dragons in front of me? How dare you? Now you spit in my face.
What did dragons do? Where are they?
You watched a dragon murder my family. You watched a dragon murder me.
This is intense.
Yes, but we took care of that whole situation.
I took care of it, and then I was cursed for it. You might not remember me. Apparently, your memory is faded with time.
Hold on a second. I go into my, like, start pulling out all, like, the things on my necklace. I'm like, yes, I remember something. Then I hold, like, the dragon scale, like, on. I was like, we solved the dragon problem. Were you there with this? Do you recognize?
I didn't even make it onto your necklace, apparently. I was there with you for that, but this is a different event of which I speak. I have to say, I thought you might remember me. I knew that the long sleep you took might affect your memory, but apparently since I died long before you took the sleep, you just brushed me off.
You still haven't given me a name.
Clovis. General Clovis.
Yes, you definitely did not look like this the last time
I was a former compatriot of yours. I was a paladin of the Dragon Oath.
I do recall that, yes.
Is there like an alleyway or something like between buildings? I want to try to get around and like off to the side of this guy.
Yep. One second here.
Clang, clang, clang.
I'm not necessarily like a goody be stealthy as so much as like, and I'm slipping down this way, and you just keep him talking as I get around.
I kind of hold out my hand towards you, because I obviously it's like.
I'm gonna make a rookie mistake.
I'll sit for a moment.
I'm gonna just call it now.
Realizing I'd been noticed, I will sit down, like, not trying to escalate anything.
I'm gonna make a rookie mistake, and I'm gonna start kind of chuckling. Clovis? The boss villain's name is Clovis? Oh crap, he can hear me.
Don't heckle the supervillain!
Do you actually do that?
Yeah.
I laugh too, because my bear would actually find that kind of funny. Now that I've been caught, sit down. Look back up. Ooh.
Clovis, why are you here still?
Okay, here we go. So,
Back to conversing with
the
Clovis.
clang, clang, clang of the brawl going on down here. We got the Stormmane trying to sneak down an alleyway. You want to make a stealth check for me, sir? Stormmane.
I'm not really trying to be stealthy.
So much as just
So
come out
much
and
as
around.
just, I don't want us all clumped in a line, you know, or cone straight in front of him.
Okay.
So
We're clumped together in a radius.
Yeah.
Moving forward, like probably 15 feet.
but
Oh, okay, so now that there's a map up, I'm gonna ask the obvious question. What's on the other side? Since I'm hiding behind a building, I'm probably looking that way occasionally. Yeah. Lots of knolls.
No, you guys don't see anything.
Okay. Well, I'll just kind of keep an eye out. If something pops up,
Yeah.
I'll yell like a little girl.
He's like, yes, Jorell, I am Clovis. You were there on the day that I died. In fact, it was you that basically sent me to my death.
that's not how I remembered it all. I remember that we were there fighting, and we were trying to keep the daft chromatic dragons from burning down an entire mountainside.
I know which event you speak of, but I speak of another. Clearly, you just don't remember. And out of game, like, again, like, I invented a different little thing unrelated to what, you know, the other stuff that you had done, so, and I'm gonna give you, like, the backstory on that later, but I'm purposely playing into you not remembering it. That's why I didn't give you the piece of the puzzle yet.
I'll just like remember the name and remember the situation with dragons, and I'm just like,
Yeah, I meant to give you that heads up before the game, like, that I was gonna, like, don't think that you should know what I'm talking about. You know, in game wise, you know, it's gonna be like a memory blank that will get filled in later.
but at least he's sparking memories of like dragon.
He's also giving you a time frame, yes. It's actually been over 3,300 years since I passed. I'm not sure exactly how long after my passing before you went to sleep, but you look very, very old, my young little friend.
You remember the rest of my compatriots, correct? Ezekiel, Tobio.
Oh, I remember them.
Well, they, aside from Tobio, everyone else died, and I watched each and every one of them die myself. This moment of just like,
You remember our time adventuring? I used to call you Skippy.
So you come to stop me today, Jorell? Stop me once again.
We were following your footsteps. I didn't make any assumptions whether or not you were causing this intentionally or whether or not this was accidental.
The great Jorell was following in my footsteps.
I get it. I don't remember you being quite as humorous, though. So thank you.
He looks around at the other your new party members like, so you all the ones that have taken the place of his past party members. I pity you all. Ah, fellow Paladin, or well, I was once upon a time. Brah. Don't see many of you.
Take 2 steps kind of forward this way, not threateningly or anything, but get a little bit closer. I'm within range now, you bitch.
It was like, oh, you must be a friend. You're talking to my friend.
This man,
fellow Paladin, hello!
This man sent me to my doom. Be careful he doesn't do the same to you.
That was a long time ago, right?
It was a very long time ago.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Just let it go.
Let it go, man.
So Clovis, could you just stop being evil and stuff?
I'm still waiting to figure out how he became evil in the first place.
Are you evil?
I don't care. Could you stop it now?
I don't think I'll spoil that story quite yet. He just turns his back and just starts to walk away from you.
Okay.
Technically provoking attack of opportunity.
Is that a no?